In this lecture, we'll practice working with dictionaries. And we looked at several dictionaries in the Feed the Teddies module in the previous course, but this time we'll create and use a dictionary from scratch. And we're doing that because we'll discover in the next lecture that dictionaries can help us when we're searching a graph. In this example, we're going to create a dictionary of high scores keyed by the gamer tag, and then we'll prompt for and get a gamer tag from the user, and then we'll print the high score or an error message. So if the dictionary contains a high score for the given gamer tag, we'll print that high score out, but if the dictionary doesn't have a high score for the gamer tag, we'll print a different message. The way we declare a dictionary is we say dictionary, and we immediately discover that dictionary is not available to us at this moment. That's because the dictionary class is in the system collections generic namespace, so we need to add a using directive to get to that class. The next step is that a dictionary has a key type and it has a value type. So we're going to key by strings, and we're going to save the values that are keyed by the strings as ints. Remember, in player prefs, we could only key by string, and we could only save strings, ints, or floats. In the dictionary class, we can key by any data type we want, and we can store any data type we want as well. I will call this high scores. And of course, we need to create a new dictionary object. The next thing we need to do is actually add items to the dictionary. So we do that using the add method, and we provide a key. So let's say Joe has a high score of 100, and Bob has a high score of 9001, and their less adept brother, Joe Bob, has a high score of 1. Okay, so this puts these three items into the dictionary using Joe Bob and Joe Bob as the keys, and 100, 9001, and 1 as the values. Now we'll prompt for and get a gamer tag from the user. And finally, we will print out the high score or the error message. So the way we check if a particular key, specifically the gamer tag the user entered in this case, is actually in the dictionary is we use the contains key method. And this will return a Boolean, as you can see from the pop-up, and it says we need to provide a string as the key because this particular dictionary has string keys. And gamer tag is a string, so we will provide that. Let's do the error condition first. We'll say no high score for, and then we'll tell them what they entered. So we can actually test this now. We can just enter some gamer tag that's not in the dictionary, and we get no high score for that gamer tag. If the gamer tag is in the dictionary, then we can say something more interesting. High score for the gamer tag they provided is, and now we need to retrieve the value in the dictionary for the gamertag key, and the way we do that is very similar to the way we've accessed elements in arrays and lists. We just use square brackets and we put gamertag between them because gamertag is the key. I will fix that typo I noticed as I was typing, and now I'll Control F5, and if we enter Joe, we extract Joe's high score, and I'll show you the other two as well. Bob has 9,001, and poor Joe Bob only has 1. So that's how we declare a dictionary variable, add elements to that dictionary, and retrieve those elements, and also check to see if the dictionary has a particular key. To recap, in this lecture we were reminded that dictionaries store values using a key, and we practiced creating and using a dictionary, and we also learned how to use the contains key method to determine whether or not a dictionary contains a specific key.